to Young United FC. This is season number 5. We're going to be a little bit echoey throughout the episode in this season due to a studio move. I have no soundproofing around the room, so a lot of echoey noises. I'm hoping it hasn't or isn't being picked up on the mic, but it might do. It's time to challenge the Premiership. We're now up into the Premier League with Young's United. We've done our due diligence beforehand, so we'll have a look at that in a minute. First off, as always, review the board objectives. So we're currently at 75 manager popularity rating. The confidence rating there, 75, that's what I meant. So short term, these are our goals. Sign at least 3 players younger than 20 years old with potential greater than the average overall rating of players currently in the same position. That's going to start to get harder, that is. Sell 2 players and sign 1 crucial player to replace them. Finish the season without any unspent transfer budget. Okay. And sign 2 players outside of Europe. So what's critical? We've got to finish mid-table. Okay, mid-table in the Premier League in our first season. Not a bad goal. Emirates FA Cup reached a group round of 16 as always. Youth development, sign 3 players younger than 20 years old with potential blah, 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 blah. That's low. Band exposure. 5 clean sheets in away matches in the Premiership. Considering we couldn't do that last year. It's going to be tough. Sign 2 players from outside of Europe. Fair enough. And financial, sell 2 players and sign 1 crucial. Yep. We got that hook, line and sinker. We know what we're doing there. Okie dokie. What's changed? Has anything changed? Well, if I come over to the customization menu and hit customize club, you will see that we do have new stands. So we've gone one side up. So we moved the scoreboard to the right hand side, put a new roofing on the far side there, and second tier stands have been improved on both tiers. So now, if I click on the home stadium, we have gone from Court Lane, which we was using for the playground, and we've almost increased it by 10,000 onto the Forest Park Stadium. So the playground is now Forest Park Stadium, but we call it the playground. I hope that makes sense. Other than that, for the Premiership, we are keeping the kits the same. I didn't want to change them. I actually enjoyed using them last time, especially the first team kit. Club crest is not going to change, obviously, for obvious reasons. So that's the club as it looks. So first things first, let's jump into the transfers because we've got lots of things that we've done. We've been hunting through and we have absolute ton of free agents available for us that we can sign. I think the majority of these youngsters will be as either kind of backups, like Martin here. He would be our second choice backup goalkeeper. Other players coming in, if we sign them, for example, Richard Cech, they would be instantly loaned out, or at least attempted to be loaned out and kept for future profit. That's the idea behind it. There are a few decent ones in there. So if I hit this overall and come away from all our targets to the first slot, we do have a good, decent, or 2 decent centre-backs that can come in, both left-footed. One of them I really like the look of as well. So he'll play a nice key role. We've got the goalkeeper who will be staying. De Silva, 17 and 75, probably will stay with the club this season. Likewise, we've got a striker who could play sort of second or third fiddle to the main attack force. So there are players that can do that. I mean, first off, we are going to go for one straight away, and that is going to be K. DeLuey. Why? Because he's such a good little talent. He'll get snapped up really good, really quick. I'd also probably go for these guys as well. But I think DeLuey, because he's got a decent amount of play styles as well. So we're going to go for him first off. That being said, let's get going. Let's sign a player to start this one off with. Well, looks like we're meeting him in a nice little restaurant. He wants to be an important part of the squad. That's absolutely fine. As long as it's not crucial, I'm happy. 5 years? Again, I've got no arguments here. We do not want him to have a release clause because he's being so young. He wants 25 grand a week and a loan of signing fees in that. We don't do signing fees here at Young's United, so we'll get rid of the signing bonus straight away. And because we're getting rid of the signing bonus, I'm going to add 3 grand up front to his wages, and let's see what he says about that. He still wants a signing bonus. I'm going to count that again. We will bump this up to 30 grand. and we'll try and get rid of the bonus once again, hoping by bumping it up it'll be fine, because I don't want to go over that threshold. There we go. So there's our new main man. Say main man, he's going to be a backup. He's coming straight in on a free. We're going to sign a load of frees, and then we're going to look at actually strengthening the squad and putting players up the side. Where does he fit in the overall team? Good squad player. Daewoo and Litso. I mean, we've got some good players. I think we're going to have to do some contract negotiations as well with our existing team. That being said, who are we looking at to possibly strengthen the team? Well, if we lose a centre-back, this is one of the guys that we want to sign to replace that. Any players that are going out. Cruz is someone I would love to be our main striker coming in. I mean, there's a couple of good youngsters here. Greenwood, I really would like this guy. At 68 million, it sounds like a bargain. 77 to, yeah, I mean, that's someone who I really would like to bring in to the squad. I think he could do a really good job for us. We've also got another option up front in Rodriguez. Again, not as capable as Cruz, I don't think, especially with his speed and pace. Left back and right backs, we've got some scouted, so money becomes available. There are options in those positions as well. Central defensive midfielder. This is our main target for that position, but again, they're asking quite a bit of money there to try and get that deal over the line. Another striker that's a possibility, all depending, is Martins. He's 21. It all depends on how we do, and we've got a couple of right side. We've got Sanchez here and Quindena if we lose our guy, which we don't want to do. So we've got options pretty much all over the park, listed and loaded, ready and waiting for our purchase in the market. The question is, how much money do we have to play with at the start of the season? So if we shoot over to the office, we've got a budget of 76 million. So we're not actually that far from putting serious offers in. So I'm going to get on with some free transfers, and I shall see you back very, very shortly. Tony Smith joins on a free agent. He's the centre-back, fairly tall, plays on the left-hand side of central defence. He'll be obviously be an A-class. I believe 77 overall, so adding depth to that position. And again, if we need to sell, we can, and if we need to loan out, we can. It's not a problem. Nicholas Martin, German goalkeeper coming in, 76 rating, not a bad player. So he'll be playing second fiddle to Nielsen this season. Coming in at 12 grand, it's not a bad price at all. Third choice striker here at the moment, Rafael Guerrero, 75 rating overall. You know, you can't really argue with that. Apparently he's not good enough, but he is good, like third choice. And being young, he's hopefully going to improve, and he's worth over 10 million, so future money maker. Last one we're going to show you here, Francesco da Silva is 75, counter-attacking midfielder, 17 years old, and he's signed on a 5-year contract for 23 grand. He's going to improve. He's already worth 10 million. So whether or not he'll be a member of the club for a long time or not, who's to know? Best part about all these little free transfers is we've now signed at least 3 players younger than 20 years old with a potential greater than the average overall rating of players currently in the same position. This is good news for us. It does leave a host of other freebies that we'll let fate decide. We'll offer them we'll delegate and we'll offer them a contract, and we'll see if we get them as well. A new left wing's come in thanks to the diligence of the team. 18-year-old Tiago Versaretti. He's off the free agent list. 5 years, and the team have dealt a £26,000 a week wage contract out to him. I don't know if I would have done that myself, but when you allow the team to delegate, they sometimes come up with some bizarre ones. We've got our first couple of loans. Well, it's a loan here. This is for Smith, who just joined us. Bear in mind, we have got a plethora of centre-backs. It made sense to put him straight out on loan. Newcastle United's coming. I reckon he can get some game time there. He can go if he wishes. Goalkeeper is going to be on his way out. We're going to negotiate briefly with him, see if we can't get a better deal. 1.6. And I'm thinking there's nothing wrong with asking for 2 million. I think that's a fair price to ask, and they're happy to pay it. So our former backup goalkeeper is hopefully going to be on his way to Bristol City, as we do have a new one. And a player leaving the club is, I believe that's Smith. No, it's not. It's the goalkeeper, Rafael Finer. He has moved to Bristol City for £2 million. That's going to give us about 1.2 in the bank, I believe, adding to our current transfer kitty, which isn't bad. Best possible deal was 2.3 apparently. We didn't try quite hard enough, but we've got good squad depth with the two goalkeepers that we do currently have. So we're happy days. Theo Roberts coming in. He's been one we left down to our team to do. He is a goalkeeper. He's 73. Apparently he's not good enough, but he's third choice. So third choice doesn't need to be good enough. Another one coming in is going to be our Czech, which is a right back. Again, he won't be good enough, but he's not meant to be good enough. He's one for the future, or possibly just to make quick cash next year. So yeah, he'll be going out on loan, probably with the keeper as well, actually. 72, it's not bad. This could be Smith now. This time I think it is Smith. It is. Tony Smith has moved to Newcastle. He chose Newcastle. There was other offers that came in, but he chose Newcastle, which was the first team that came in for him. So he's gone out on loan. We are covering all of his wages because I don't see the need to negotiate loan deals. I really don't. Ellis Koch has left the club. He's gone to Astonspor, whatever that name was, for 300k, or 310k actually. Apparently it was bad negotiations, but we're not bothered. 56 rated fella. He's out the door and he's gone. So this time around we have the European International Cup, the Beats Cup and the European Shield. I'm going to go with the Beats Cup this time round. It is the lowest prize money, but we're not in it for the prize money. We're just in it because it sounds cool. Lucas Marin has left to go to Broco Juniors. Home soil for him at £5.35 million. Apparently that's an excellent deal for us. Best possible deal was 5.8. It was a good solid striker, and we could have got defender, and we could have got a better deal a couple of years back. However, it was surplus to requirements, and we could use the cash. Nathan Blondell has left for 14 million going to Burnley. He was a young lad, really good player, but he's just reached to a point at 22. He's starting to slow down in his progression. So get him off the books while we can get some money for him. 14 million. Best possible deal was 14.1. So you can't really argue with that. We've got good squad depth, apparently. I don't think we do. But there we go. Alexander Xavier has left. Youngster comes up from the youth ranks. We're getting 5.5, or half a million, shall I say, for him. Best possible value was 820. They wouldn't budge at all on price. So I'm not really worried. It now says the squad lacks quality. I ain't fussed. We'll get someone. And we've got Pop's hopefully going to go. And then we'll get someone else in to be the backup. At least that's the idea. It looks like Pop very much will be leaving the squad this year. We've got 3 bids in. I believe it's Norwich City, Cadiz and Birmingham City. All are for £7 million, which is kind of what we were asking for as an asking price anyway. All 3 are ongoing. Let's see where he goes. Pop is leaving the building. Well, where's he going? Pop's gone to Birmingham City. So he chose Birmingham City out of the 3. God knows what they're paying. We got a C. Best possible was 8.4. I couldn't see it. I struggled to get the 7 on most of the clubs. But I'm happy. He's gone. He's good. It's all fine. It's groovy. So it looks like Newton could be on his way out. Arsenal. 110 million for Newton. If we get that in, we're going to have to hunt for another left back. Only time's going to tell there. Oh, it looks like we've lost Newton. He's gone to Arsenal. I suppose it is an opportunity he couldn't refuse. Big money move like that. 110 million quid in the bank though. Let's see if we can't find someone to spend that wisely on. Apparently it was a C. We could have got 129. Well, we couldn't because his value was 557.5 and you cannot get more than double his value. So, yeah, it wasn't going to happen. But 110, I'm very happy with that. We have a new sign-in. Look at this guy. He seems happy. He's short, so you know he's not like a defender, right? He can run. He's Joaquin Sanchez coming in from Inter Miami FC. 38 million plus one of our players that we're getting rid of anyway. I think it's a bargain price. He's an 82 winger. He's a right-sided winger, but we're going to convert him to the left. So, and that's where he's going to play. Overall, he'll be an 82. What a bargain! What a bargain! And he's 21, so room to grow. Room to grow. We've got a new player. This guy plays in centre midfield. Can you guess his role by his size? Well, he's not an attacking midfielder. He doesn't play on the wing. He is a beautifully box-to-box defensive midfielder. That's right, box-to-box defensive midfielder. He is beautiful. It's Manuel Funetes. I don't even know how you say that. 84 central defensive midfielder. He elapses everyone else that we've got in the club big time. And he comes in for £52.8 million. We're spending money like it's going out of fashion. But don't worry, we've still got 100 million in the bank. We'll see what we can do with that. So it is, our first game of the season is here. It's up against Crystal Palace, of all teams. So we've got back line, back five, if you will. Nothing's changed there with Nielsen in goal, Dominguez out on the left, Holmes out on the right, and Rizzo Mourinho in the centre. Changes up a little bit in the midfield with Jankovic now having a rival for the best player in the squad in the centre of midfield, with Funetes now joining in as the holding midfielder. Nawari is still out on the right, but he's not happy. He wants to leave. He's not happy with being offered the contract we offered, and he's kind of on the borderline of wanting to leave. We kind of hope we don't lose him, but if we do, we do. We'll see what happens with him. Carvajal plays out, as always, on the right wing. He's been fantastic in the last season or two. Sanchez out on the left-hand side, new signing there. He is in the process of converting to a left winger. It's going to take 2 weeks, apparently. And Wilk taking the role as top striker. Let's see how they get on. Nothing to worry us. And we pulled it off 1-0. Jankovic with a goal on the 20th minute, which is always going to help things. We have a new star man joining us here at Young United FC. We've been after him all summer long, and now he's our man, coming in from Real Madrid of all teams. The new star man, he's a counter-attacking midfielder. We can hone his skill level into that central midfield role. He is none other than Reggie Greenwood. What a name. We've got another Reggie on the team. Get in there. We paid an absolute fortune for him. Well worth it. £80.2 million in total. 19 years old, Reggie Greenwood is by far the new man on the block. He's a star player at 19 years old. I didn't check his nationality, but it could be English, you know. It could be from the UK. Just look at the stats there. Pace, 95. Shooting, 75. Passing, 83. Dribbling, 86. Is absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to see him in action. It's transfer deadline day. There is zero cash in the bank. There's not a lot we can do. But there are bids coming in for players. T. Roberts, loan contracts coming for him. So we'll see what they can do about that. Looking over at the deal sheet, highest deal of the day is Gillia, centre-back, age 28, moving from Underneath to Crystal Palace for £56.7 million. Aurelio, right-back, age 27, moving from FC, I can't even pronounce their name, to Feyenoord for £30 million. And Sissoko, at right-back, age 19, going from Valencia to Toronto for £16.3 million. That's not a bad deal. Good lad. I've seen him. He's not a bad player either. Just an hour later, and there's more news on the horizon. There's rumours that Ollie Watkins could be moving, Tar could be moving, and Rico Lewis could be moving. Funnily enough, he's at Manchester United at the moment, which is just bizarre, right? But there's also been latest deals. Casado has moved from PSG to Spurs, of all people. Boo! For 98.5 million, just shy of 100 mil. And Casono has moved from Newcastle to West Ham for just shy of 70 million. Quasmir has also moved from Napoli, I believe that is, to Valencia for £43.5 million. Still no business my end. Young boys are keeping their lips and pockets sealed. One of our players are going out on loan. Who could it be? It's Clement Lacroix. The French striker is going out on loan for 2 years. Hopefully he's going to be able to come back stronger and better. And we do have the option to recall him, so it's absolutely fine. We do have our new backup in Guerrero. So far, loans out. Lacroix has been loaned out. Mir has been loaned out. Czech right back has been loaned out. And Silva has gone on loan to AFC Bournemouth. Latest transfer deals. Ollie Watkins has moved for £34.8 million from Napoli to Leicester. Stevens, the left back, has moved to Borussia Dortmund for just shy of 16 million. And Nobel, the goalkeeper, has moved to Strasbourg. Was that Stuttgart? Stuttgart, I believe. Top deals of today haven't really changed except for one at the bottom. Rico Lewis has moved from United to Napoli. That deal went through for 62.8 million. Theo Robert has left the club on a 12-month loan to Burnley. Of all the teams that you could have chose to go to, he's gone to Burnley. But we're all good because we've still got our backup in Martin, and Nilsson is good in between the sticks. Here's a latest rumour for you. Declan Rice, currently of Bayern Leverkusen here on the in year 5. He's rumoured to be going home to West Ham, back to his roots. Could be interesting. Latest deal sees Trent Alexander-Arnold move from Liverpool to Arsenal for £60.8 million. Ubik, a goalkeeper, aged 25, going across to the team in Portugal that I can't remember for 30 million quid. And Saul, the centre-back, moving from Bayer Leverkusen to Everton. Leverkusen seem to be doing some deals here. Has anything changed in today's top deals? The answer to that one is a big, fat no. And that, my ladies and gents, was all she wrote for the transfer window. So, we are currently 4th in the table after just 3 games played. And it's September the 1st. We are not concentrating on the youth club this time round. The youth team, sorry. We are a youth club. But hopefully we can do something in this season. So I shall catch you on the flip side over at Christmas and see if we can't hold on to some of the star players and see if we can keep everybody happy. And welcome back. It's been a long old season and we've been winning. We are through to the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. I can see that on the left-hand side. That's the quarters we're through to. Certainly, it's nice. We're definitely going progressing. Still, we've got £43 million in budget, so we've got some money we can spend. I suppose we need to see league standings, really. In the semi-finals, we've got Brighton. Thank God for that. We ain't got the might of the Man City. How did we do throughout the rounds? Well, we saw the quarter-final results. That was 3-0 win over Bournemouth. Round 4 was a 4-0 win against Nottingham Forest. Nice. Clean sheets, 2 of them. A 5-1 win against Cardiff. In round 2. Were we in round 2? Let's have a look. Were we in round 2? Yes, we were. We beat Brentford 2-1. Were we in? Did we make round 1 or did we start in round 2? It looks like we started in round 2. Absolutely fine. Okay, so yeah, we've done well in that competition so far. But how have we done? Well, we are currently 8th. Joint on points with Liverpool. Liverpool, who are in 9th. Wow, okay. Aston Villa are down at 15th. They're in trouble. This is interesting. Who is in the top 3? Man City are 3rd. Arsenal are 2nd. Chelsea are top. We are not that far off the top end, really. Arsenal do have only 2 losses throughout the season. Mind you, so do Brighton. There's a 10-point difference between the 2 there. Okay, we've got some work to do, but we're not out the possibility of getting in a good position here. I mean, UEFA Champions League spots would, according to this, go to United, City, Arsenal, and Chelsea, with the UEL spot going to West Ham. And then we've got some cup spots. We got the League Cup, so we could end up in a European competition at the end of the year if we're really good. Sitting in the relegation zone, lonely old Luton, followed by Fulham, and then Leicester City are down in 18th place. I can see why we beat Nottingham Forest so badly. They're not exactly doing very well either. Only the one deal that could be possibly on the cards. As you can see, I've already had deals rejected before. This one's up to 300 grand. I'm not even going to try to negotiate because it never works. For some reason, with this guy, no one will budge an inch. I've even tried a pound, believe it or not, and it got rejected. So we're just going to accept the 300 grand. Let's not waste time there. Oh, it's Carabao Cup semi-final day. Hopefully we've won it. We win this. It'll be 2 legs, I believe. 2 legs. However, I am slightly concerned as it says that there's a latest incoming offer for Willowick from Arsenal. Nothing's come through yet, but it could do at any moment. So I'd imagine that after this game it will come through. So Jay Thomas has left with his representative agreeing terms with Grays at 8k. The deal is worth 300 grand. We're going to get 220 of it. It's not going to make a big difference to our budget, but at least now a really low guy has now gone. This one hurts a little. 19-year-old centre-back, rated at 82. Rizzo is leaving the club. Lots of people have been in for him throughout the whole of the year. 2 clubs have bid £105 million for this lad. He's leaving us now. Which one did he join? Now, I believe the 2 clubs in question were Juventus and Chelsea. Oh, sorry, PSG and Chelsea. And it's PSG. He's chosen PSG. £105 million. We're going to need a new right-sided central defender. Apparently it was an excellent deal. I have no idea how much of that money we're going to get. We're going to have to be careful, and we're going to have to do it pretty quick. So, let's jump into our vast network of players that we've already scouted. I'm going to go here for the centre-backs. Okay, so Lawrence, Welsh left-footed one. Okay, not really one left. D'Angelo is also left. And Kruger is right. Market value of £38 million. Release of 57. What they actually, the team will not negotiate with him. They won't sell him. That's a bit harsh. It's a shame he has a buyout clause. Yes, I will skip and pay the buyout clause. You damn right I will. Ooh, this is going to be a bargain compared to what we just sold on. So 42,500 is what he's already on. But you're going to come in, you're going to go crucial, you're going to start straight away. That's a given. 5-year contract, please. He's happy with that. Release clause, no. So do not do release clauses here, if I can help it anyway. He's on 42. He's coming to a new club in the Premier League. Let's give him 50 grand. You can't say no to that, right? It's an increase. He wants a signing-on fee. I mean, that's a little harsh. See if we can't counter this a little. I will give you an extra 2 grand if we'll see how much that knocks off. How much is he willing to knock off? He's happy. He's happy with that. He's happy with the extra 2 grand. I did notice the transfer kitty. Considering we had 40 million, and we just sold someone for 105. That gives us 145 million. I mean, I know we get a little bit less, but even so, that did not look very good for me. I need to check the office at the moment. What do we have left in the budget? 41 million. So how have I just sold a player for 105 million, bought one for 50 million, and still have the same budget as I had before? Can someone please explain that? It sounds like they're taking 50% of that deal out of here. So Rizzo sold, and apparently the board allocated 98 million to me. But I already had 40 million. Can anyone explain that to me? I was planning on spending a bit of that cash. That's That's insane. We do have a new centre-back. So first thing we should be doing is not going to tactical presets. That's just being a moronic idiot right there. We want to go to the team sheet so we can add him into the squad on a permanent basis when the controller wants to work with me. So first things first, Fisher, you're out. Sorry, dude. Kruger, you're in. There we go. That's actually beefed up the centre-back line. I won't lie. That's actually quite nice and tasty. We've got a few youngsters on the bench. We have no one on the actual bench in a centre-back position. Gimenez, you're out. You're out, mate. Sorry, Gimenez. We've got Nweri on the bench. We've got a right and a lefty. We've got left and right at the right back. And we've got a holding midfielder as well. And now we've got a centre-back. I am happy. Yee! We got a player leaving. It's not a player we want to be leaving. It's gonna hurt us because we've only got one striker now. Wilkes is leaving the building to go to Bournemouth of all clubs. Now, here's the thing, right? We had Barcelona, Bournemouth, need I say it, Tottenham bloody Hotspurs, and there was another club, I forget what it was. All came in, all big clubs, and then Bournemouth. And he's chosen Bournemouth over all of them. Bournemouth! Well, what can you say? There it is, it's confirmed. 105 is therefore all in place. So the board have allocated £98 million. Now that says 98 million quid. Let's see if we actually get that. So I'm in the office and it says 138 million. That's what it says there. So now we've got to shop for a striker. Okay, there are plenty of options. There are cheaper options. But look who I've found. Why not bring back for our the second half of our Ignorial? What is the terminology for it? I don't know. For our first season in the Premier League, why don't we bring back the guy that's basically got us this far, apart from the Championship? Why don't we bring back Reggie Glover to the club? What if we could do a deal there? It'd be interesting if we could. I'm gonna try it. I've got to try it, right? We managed to get 98 million out of the deal, so if we can get him for under 98 million quid, we quid's in. And I'm gonna start the offer off at 90. We're going big. We're no sell-on clause. 90 million. We just made £8 million profit, and we got Reggie back. Well, we haven't yet. We've still got to do negotiations, and I'm going to imagine it's going to be quite a big deal. Then 135. He wants 5 years contracts. That's fine. We will propose a release clause because we don't want to lose him. We want to make sure it's jacked right up. Counter that. Let's make it at least 220. If anyone pays that for him, we can get whoever we want. That's fine. Wages. I want to stick to about 100 grand. I want to kill the wage budget. In doing so, it could upset him a little bit. So I'm willing to pay him 184,223, which will even our balance out. Let's see what he says to that. He's being a cheeky little bleeder. I'll give him that. He's being cheeky. Okay, but that's not going to happen. I'll leave it there for a second. I want to use my chunk change that we've got in the bank there, just because, well, we can, right? So I'm willing to go. There we go. I mean, that has got to be a good, decent enough compromise. He's not going to budge, is he? He's not going to budge. Okay, let's add. What happens if I add 10 grand? We'll take out. Make. Hang on. Let me contemplate this a minute. adding 10 grand is actually going to do a lot. What if we go 15,000? Let's see if that. What's that going to do? He's happy. He's happy. He's happy. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is. Boys and girls of all ages, come get your football signed. Get your t-shirts ready. Because the main man's back. Reggie Glover's back in town. We've got the two Reggies. We've got Reggie. Is it Reggie Greenwood? Reggie Glover. Was it Glover Reggie? No, it's Reggie Glover. We've got the two Reggies. We've got the two Reggies. He's signed on the dotted line. Reggie Glover's back for 90 million quid. That makes £8 million profit on a striker swap round. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I'm really happy. Apparently it was a B price. We could have got 78.3. I'll give over. There's no way they would have gone that low. I mean, sometimes I think the computer brain of this game has just blown it out of all proportions. I mean, he's going to be brilliant, isn't he? I mean, Carvajal is not the striker. Guerrero is, and Guerrero is rubbish. I don't know why it's switching to right wing there when I go to Guerrero. Something's not quite right there, is it? What does that actually leave us with cash-wise? I think that leave us with about 40 million quid. So we should just have a little butch around here. What there is, what's available, who's young and who's not. Well, he's not going anywhere, so we can remove him straight away. At 73, he's not even close to what we want. We've got some good goalkeepers in here now. Weber there, 82. He's only 19. Brian Pavel, 82. Have we got any English guys coming through here? Dunn, right back. That's one for the future, possibly. At that price. Yeah. Perry's Canadian. Pearson is a left midfield. We're already covered on the left wing now. Castro, Alves, Shevchenko. Well, hello. He's a holding midfielder, is he? Fair enough. Lawrence is a Welsh centre-back, but he plays on the left-hand side. We really wanted the right-hand side, but we've got one. We're covered there now. Archie Gray is a holding midfielder, and he's English, so he's one to keep an eye on. Although we are pretty covered in the centre midfield role at the minute. And I think that's all we've got. So who is the highest rated that we've got on our shortlist, other than Yamil? Would be Cruz, who's already recently moved. And an 89 level goalkeeper at 21. Is that Georgian flag? I believe that's Georgian. Yeah, I think that's Georgian. Wow. Okay, I wonder what he's worth at. 90 odd million pounds to get him. And then, yeah, we've got a couple of right backs. One here and Aaron Dunn. I wonder what the difference in price in here. Wow, actually. Wow, that's actually almost doable. Although we've already got a decent right back. It's a left back we could do with. And that would be Perry, but he'll be priced way out of our league. Way out of our league. Martins at Liverpool as a striker. He's not bad looking. Marius Collin. What a name. 33 million quid, really? He rejected one transfer. I mean, we could bring in a second striker. I don't think it's needed, really. I think we're pretty good. We're pretty good. Let's not waste money for the sake of wasting money, because something might come along and we might need that. We've still got some time left. So let me just add the squad. Add to the squad. We've got to change that striker out. Guerrero is not going to be starting games, I can assure you. We'll change him for Fisher for the moment. Then we'll grab Fisher and we'll change him for Glover. Glover's back, baby. Glover is back. Oh. 1 day before the fixture, Man United are playing dirty here. They're putting an offer for Carvajal. Oh no, we don't. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. 78.6 million for Carvajal. I'm sure. I mean, let's go into negotiations. Let's be nosy. What's Carvajal's actual retail? No way would I let him go for 120 million. That would be pretty much double. I'll tell you what. I will propose a transfer. I will propose a transfer. I will offer you 170. You can have him for 170 million. No, no, no. Go on then. Jog on, sunshine. Jog on. And they ended up beating us 2-0 anyway. Typical, that is. Let's just check out the ratings. How did said people do? They were pretty good. We were pretty bad. I mean, Janovic, 7-5. What happened to you, Janovic? Glover's re-debut didn't go too well, and Greenwood played poor in the middle. Dominguez, not so great on the left-hand side. Diluwu came on and did pretty well. I mean, who did he come off for? Marino, who played 5.5. I mean, yeah. Okay. There's not a lot could have been done. We weren't very great all over the park in that game. Igor Carvalho's left for 1.1 million. A young prospect, 62 or 63 rated he was. They said we could get better on that deal. We couldn't really. So it is what it is. It's deadline day, people. Deadline day on January, whatever the date is, 31st. There we go. On January the 31st in season number 5. And there's some rumours going around that Danville is going to move from Arsenal to Bayer Leverkusen. Choose moving from Nice to United. And Atletico, I want to say Bilbao. Gattuso's moved to Spurs. They're the rumours. Latest deals are Baleba, however you say it, has gone to Barcelona for 35 million. Tolkien has gone to Bayern Munich for 23.5, and Orslini has moved to Ipswich for 18.8. They are, as they are the current, they are today's top deal so far. At the moment, we've not really got our eye on anyone, but things can change. We've got money in the bank. You just never know. So, we're at the halfway stage here. Alvarez could be moving to Brighton of all clubs from Arsenal. Kratis could be on his way to Chelsea, and Kryjek could be on his way to Udinese. Latest deals, Brahm has gone out on loan. Walker has moved from Millwall, and Gaetano has moved from Napoli. Today's top deals, Gusto, right back, has moved to Spurs. That has now been confirmed at £56 million. Danville has moved from Arsenal to Bayer Leverkusen for just shy of 47 million. And Moloko, the striker, has also moved to, I believe that is Lyon, £36 million. We've not made any movement as of yet. Interesting, it looks like things are hotting up on the Arsenal front, with Alvarez now linked to ASA Monaco and Brighton. And in today's top deals, no change there. Hugo Uber has left the club for 800 grand going to Genoa. And new latest deal, top seller, top buyer, top transfer paid, however you want to look at it, Szoboszlai has left Liverpool to Real Madrid for just under £70 million. We've got less than 2 hours to go. I just can't see anything happening now. Well, we did it. We did a deal on the last hour of deadline day. This was only because we got a notification that someone was interested in him. So we thought, we'll have a look. And lo and behold, they wanted less than his value. We had the money, so we went in for this young guy. He's 19 years old. He is 6 foot 4 inches tall. So he's not the tallest lad in the world. But he's not small. His name is Weber. He is German, and if you can tell by the top, he is a goalkeeper. So we didn't really need a goalkeeper, but for the fact that he was cheaper than his value, and he comes in at a rating of 82, Mohammed Weber, the German from Leipzig, comes in 82. So he's the same prospect as Nielsen. He's better at reflexes, his kicking's better, his handling's better, His diving's not quite as good, and his speed's not quite as good, but he also is only 19. So a transfer sum of £22 million paid. His value is 28. I think we did an absolute brilliant deal. So now we've got two top quality goalkeepers vying for the #1 spot. And that brings us to the end of today's transfer window. No change at all. And when I click this, we won't know if Alvarez does move. There you go. All done. I shall see you if we get any cup finals. If not, it'll be the end of the season. So until then, stay fresh. But you'll be all right. It'll be seconds for you. Be a little while for me. We made it to a final against West Ham United. It's Carabao Cup final. However, if we take a look over at the office, we're going to calendar. Here we go. So, last game was a draw, but this is where it gets interesting. We only seem to be winning in cup games. 3-1 win against Spurs, 3-0 up, conceded late on. A 4-1 win against Manchester City in the FA Cup. We went 1-0 down and ended up winning 4-1. Everything else, including the game against West Ham on the 10th in the league, we lost. We got hammered 5-1 by West Ham in the league. So I don't want to say it fills me with dread, but I'm not overly confident. That being said, I'm not going to change the team too much. What I will do is, just because Nielsen played the game in the league against them and conceded 5, I'm going to swap him out for the new guy, Weber, who's only had one game himself. Hopefully that little change may help us. Other than that, we're going to do what we did last time round. We were in a final. We're going to play the highlights.
It promises to be a full throttle occasion, and we expect a game to remember. It's the final of the Carabao Cup.
Why is it showing all West Ham? There we go. There we go.
Stay with us on EA TV. This is the time when the talking has to stop and the action finally begins. A warm welcome to Wembley from me, Derek Ray. I'm joined...
There's a 20-mile-per-hour wind gust going from bottom of the screen.
Well, it can be seen as a very defensive shape.
We've got to keep an eye on that.
Midfield, which they have, who are ready to break forward as
good
soon as
tackle.
one, they can still cope.
Free kick for West Ham. Did we get a counter-attack there? No? Oh, God.
Electing to cross into the centre. Nothing comes of the attack when all is said and done.
I was going to say, if I gave away a penalty,
the officials is offside.
Well, he just gets caught.
Right, that's what they were blowing for. I was worried it was a penalty there. Finally, an attack. Glover on the ball, loads of space. Knocks it wide. Finish, get in! Listen to the crowd, it's gone crazy. Couldn't even hear the commentator there. West Ham's now on the attack, 23 minutes in. I thought that was going to work. I'll bring on a... Yes! Oh, we've got a counter-attack on. Just hold the ball up a little bit. Nice, we're in. That was poor. That was my own fault. Can I get the second rebound? No. That was my own fault. I hit the wrong button there. What's an opportunity for the young FC? I can see where it wants me to cross it. I was never. I should have ignored the cross and gone for the simple play. West Ham are now on the counter attack, but we got 3 back, so I'm not too worried about this. Switch to one of these and hold up play easy. Young's got a counter attack now. Into the second half. Good tackle. Got the ball again and again and again. He's free. He's got pace to burn at 99 pace. Hold the ball into Glover. No, that was poor. That was poor. Put it back. 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 No! What was I thinking? I'm overthinking this now. We got the ball. Through ball. Loads of room. They've overcommitted on that attack. Sanchez is through. Square the ball. Square the ball. Glover's there. In. Get in! Glover has come back and has won us our first cup in the Premiership, in the top leagues, the big boy leagues. Okay, it's the lesser of the cups, but still. Let's stand with a free kick. We're going to defend this one. Make sure we jump that wall. Okay, that was a bad idea. Oh, easy for the keeper. West Ham now has a counter attack. We're going to nip this in the butt quick. Ah, I missed him. Loads of players getting back. Now we have a counter-attack on. Glover turns him, slips past the defender, slots it in for a hat-trick. Oh! Reggie Glover, welcome back to Young's FC. A stroke of genius bringing this young lad back to the club after a full season away.
Whistle. The cup issue is settled. A story of one side celebrating and the other distraught. Memories are being
Reggie
made.
didn't get a hat-trick. Okay, my bad.
Just look
Poor
at those
Reggie.
scenes down there, Derek. What a contrast in emotions. Brilliant for the
Still,
winners.
by far
despair
one of
for
the best
losers. But
strikers
overall, the
we
right
could have
team won
possibly
today.
brought in for the money we had.
Yeah, you can see what it means to this tight-knit team. Real solidarity.
Let's see the trophy lift. Come on.
And now they prepare to walk together in anticipation of the trophy presentation.
Well, it's now just beginning to sink in. They are the winners of this great cup.
Any second now, they'll be able to hold it aloft. All congratulating each other, and rightly so. The sweet taste of success. And they don't want to let go of that trophy.
Get in.
Absolutely not. They've worked so hard to win this trophy. They've been brilliant throughout the tournament. It's been a top-class performance from them and their fans.
Absolutely fantastic. First major trophy in the bag since the promotion. Where do we go from here? Can we win the league? I have no idea. Where are we in the league at this point? We've had some real poor results as of late, and I've got loads of messages. That's what you get for simming forward so much. But how have they done? I should have really noticed where we were. So, apparently in the fifth round, you have an aggregate score against Man City. That doesn't make sense. So something's not right there. I should be, I'm through to the round 6. Good, cool. But that's not what we're here for. We are here for the league. We're 10th. Sorry to get everybody's hopes up, but we're 10th currently. We have what? 8 games left to go, I believe. 8 games. Can we do anything in 8 games? I mean, how far are we off the ball? We are way off the pace. Way off the pace. 11 defeats. Arsenal have done really well this season. Just 3 defeats. Their defence must be pretty solid. Yeah. 11 to... I mean, how many goals have we... Oh, my good God. We're on a 0 goal difference. 44-4. 44 against. We've had a bit of a leaky defence. I mean, it is the first season in the Premier League. I weren't expecting miracles, but... Oh, well. Mid-table is where... I mean, as long as we don't lose too many more, because 35 points. We're not even safe. We are technically not even safe. We could still get relegated if we lose every game in the season. That's... Considering the form that we're in at the minute when it comes to league games, it's a little bit worrying. I can't lie. But we'll catch you at the end of the season. Unless there's another final. You never know. We might get through to the FA Cup final. Okay, well, at the end of the season, I can already see where we are. We're 10th. We can't do anything. I don't think we can do anything. We're 10th. We're dead 10th. Yeah, we can't go worse than this. We can't go better than this. So it is what it is. But let's look at the top 4 teams. United didn't make the top 4. Newcastle United didn't make the top 4. West Ham didn't make the top 4. Nor did Spurs. So just by looking at that at the moment, you've got to go with Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool. Who would make up the 4th? Oh yeah, Man City. Let's have a look where they came. So in 4th spot comes Liverpool with 64 points. 3rd was Arsenal on 69 points. 2nd is Chelsea on 73. That means Man City came back out of nowhere to take the title. And they have taken the title because there's only one game left. So there's nothing really left to play for anywhere. Let's have a look at the relegation area, the battle. Luton Town are relegated. That's done. And then it's a fight between Everton, Villa, and Nottingham Forest. Any 2 of those 3 will get relegated today. And who do we have? Do we have anyone that's going to make any effect? Who have we got for our final game of the season? Crystal Palace. So no. Okay, so we'll just go straight into match day. We're just going to simulate it. But what we normally do, especially if there's no point in doing it, we're going to put it on a secondary team. Out. Jimenez has now made his change. That's nice. We'll bring. Just going to bring Branco in on the left hand side. Nawiri in there. Giving Johnson the place at the centre back. Left side is Kaiser. Right side is Bernardo. D. Louis. Fisher. And then Weber in goal. That's how we're going to line up for the last game of the season. And we'll see how well they do. I'm not expecting them to win. A draw is not bad, actually. Well done today. I actually rate that as a good one. It's a good draw, good point. It's going to make no difference to us as it is. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of the season. So the season has come to an end. The 28-29 results are in. We came 10th in the Premier League. We came in this 6th round of the FA Cup. Okay, we're going to have to check that out. And then we obviously won the EFL Cup and the Beach Trophy. We've never won a pre-season tournament yet. I mean, it starts off with the Beach Trophy. We won 1 game, lost 2, apparently. There you go. Moving on, we got to the finals of the Carabao Cup. How did we do in semis? We beat Brighton 3-0 in the second leg. We all saw the first leg. We narrowly won that by 3-2. That probably helped. West Ham beat City on penalties 4-3 on an aggregate 2-2. West Ham did well. Quarterfinals, we beat AFC Bournemouth 3-0. Round 4. Where did we go in round 4? We're in round 4. Nottingham Forest 4-0. Round 3, Cardiff City 5-1. And round 2, which I believe is where we entered, we beat Brentford 2-1. Chelsea were the eventual winners of the FA Cup, and Brighton were the runners up. Did we make the semi-finals? No, it was Chelsea, Ipswich, and Brentford, Brighton. Round 6, oh yes, that's where we came out. Who did we go out to? Oh, that's 2 years in a row. We lost to the eventual winners. Ooh, omens, people, omens. And that brings us nicely back to the league. Right, there's not really a point in checking, however we're going to. I don't think anything changed. Arsenal still came 3rd. Chelsea still came 2nd. City still came 1st. There, no change. Who were the teams that got relegated in the end? It was... Aston Villa went down. Wow, I'm surprised there. So Villa, Everton and Luton bringing up the rear. Aston Villa, did we just save Reggie Glover from a year in a championship? Wow. They got some decent players over at Villa. That's That's something. I think I've gone too far in order to check how the squad did this year, which is my bad. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. When I saw we was 10th, come the last game of the season, I did not lose my plot. I just lost my way a little. It happens. So that looks like it's all for this season. Our first season in the Premier League wasn't the golden egg we wanted to do, but we did finish mid-table. We have brought some absolute stars into the club, and we're only going to get better from here. I'm just going to try and keep hold of these stars and improve on the team. The team of the season's up. Did we have anyone make the team of the season at all? No. Not one person. So can we check? Oh, I've just gone to end season. My bad. So yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. Join us next time when we tackle season 6. Can we finally win a Premier League title? I'm going to say probably not. Are we going to do anything in Europe? I'd like to say we'll get through to quarterfinals. So here's a prediction. We are going to win the FA Cup. We're going to win the League Cup. We're going to get through to the quarterfinals of whatever European competition we're in. And we're going to come in the top 4 of the Premier League. If we can do that, we would have had a blinder of a second season in the Premier League. If we can win the Premier League, oh my good God, that'd be out of this world. But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Join us then. And until then, as always, I've been MattyG. Peace out.